Hello, I'm Kay. Good to see you again. Just the same as usual, there's something I want to talk about before the class. I teach you guys English lesson, English grammar, just as I do with my students here in Korea. The only difference between the class I have with you guys like this and this class with my Korean students is just language. I speak English here on the internet, and I speak Korean in the class with my Korean students. The reason is that I don't know what level your English grammar is, so that is why I have no choice but to just teach you guys English lesson in the same way I do with my Korean students. So if I have more subscribers, then I'll ask you guys what kind of class you want from me, then I'll adjust my class a little bit in order to satisfy your needs and wants. Do you know what I mean? Okay, then if you don't have anything to ask, then let's get started. As you can see, just relative pronoun is something we are going to talk about for today's class. There are 6 relative pronouns: who, whom, which, that, what, whose. There are 6 of them, so you have to memorize those six things. We'll study relative pronoun, including when to use and what to use and where to use them. It sounds complicated, but it is not that difficult. There are only 2 things you have to pay attention to. So look at this. As I said, right now, there's only 2 things you should pay attention to, you should consider. Just one of them is noun in front of the relative pronoun, and the other is just a sentence behind the relative pronoun. Like this, only 2 things you have to focus on: noun, sentence, noun, sentence, noun, sentence. Okay, let's talk about this noun first. This noun should be divided into 2 categories. One of them is human, the other is non-human. Human, non-human, human, non-human, human, non-human. And you should check it out whether the sentence behind the relative pronoun is complete, incomplete, complete, incomplete, complete, incomplete. Like this, there are only 2 things you have to pay attention to: noun and just a sentence behind it. So let's start it in detail. Look at this. When you have human as a noun, and then you don't have any subject in the sentence behind relative pronoun. Human, no subject. Human, no subject. In this case, we should have who. That is okay as well. That is okay as well. Okay, we have a human as a noun, and we don't have object in the sentence behind it. There are 2 kinds of objects, as you can see. One of them is for just transitive verb, and the other is for just preposition. So as you can see, just transitive verb is followed by object, and so is a preposition. So we don't have any object. We don't have any object behind the sentence, in the sentence behind the relative pronoun, and we have human as a noun. Then we should have whom. Whom. That is okay as well. That is okay as well. And we have non-human as a noun, and we don't have either subject or object like this. We don't have either subject or object like this, which means incomplete sentence. Then we should have which. That is okay as well. That is okay as well. Just noun is non-human, and we have incomplete sentence behind it, and we should have which or that. And for this case, we don't have any noun in front of the relative pronoun, and we have just incomplete sentence like this. We don't have either subject or object, which means incomplete sentence. Then we should have relative pronoun what. What is correct answer? And just the last one is special because we have a complete sentence. As you can see, we have a complete sentence behind the relative pronoun. In this case, it doesn't matter whether you have human or non-human, it doesn't matter. And when we have just complete sentence behind it, then the correct answer is whose, of which is okay as well, of which is okay as well. So you have to memorize this rule. So I'll give you just 10 minutes to memorize, and after 10 minutes, then we'll solve some problems. So I'll give you 10 minutes to memorize this rule. Are you ready? So after 10 minutes, we'll solve some problems. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's solve some problems. Okay, as you can see, there are 6 sentences to solve. Number 1 is, I need the teacher, blank, trust me. In this case, we have just human as a noun, the teacher, and we don't have any subject. Trust is a verb and me is object. There's no subject. And human, no subject. 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 Then the correct answer is who or that. So the correct answer is, I need the teacher who trusts me. Or you can say, I need the teacher that trusts me. Okay, next one. I need the teacher, blank, I can trust. Teacher is human, and I is subject, can trust is a verb. There's no object. So human, no object. Human, no object. Then as you can see, human, no object. Human, no object. Then the correct answer is whom. So the correct answer is, I need the teacher whom I can trust. Or that is okay as well. I need the teacher that I can trust is okay as well. Okay, next one. This is the dog, blank, saved my life. A dog is non-human, and as you can see, there's no subject. Saved is verb, my life is the object. There's no subject. Non-human, incomplete sentence. Non-human, incomplete sentence. Non-human, incomplete sentence. Non-human, incomplete sentence. The correct answer is which. That is okay as well. So correct answer is, this is a dog which saved my life. Or you can say, this is a dog that saved my life. Okay, next one. That is the house blank Jane lives in. As you can see, just preposition is followed by object, but there's no object. The house is non-human. Non-human, no object. Non-human, no object. Non-human, incomplete sentence. Non-human, incomplete sentence. Then the correct answer is which. This is the house which Jane lives in is correct answer. I don't believe blank, he said. There's no noun in front of just relative pronoun and incomplete sentence. There's no noun, incomplete sentence. There's no noun, incomplete sentence. Then correct answer is what? Like this, I don't believe what he said is correct sentence. For the last one, I know the boy blank name is Tom. As you can see, the sentence behind relative pronoun is complete. Name is subject, is verb, Tom is complement, name is Tom. Complete sentence. Then complete sentence, then we should have whose. Of which is okay as well. So the correct answer is I know the boy whose name is Tom. Okay? Okay? Let me talk about one more thing. Look at this. What plus incomplete sentence, what plus incomplete sentence is considered noun. So as you can see, a noun can be used in the place of subject, object, complement. So noun can be used in the place of subject, object, complement. So you can put what plus incomplete sentence in the place of subject, object, complement. Because this one should be considered noun. But the rest of them, should be considered adjective. So as you can see, main purpose of adjective is to modify the noun like this. So main purpose of adjective is to modify the noun. And for the last sentence, this noun, the relationship between this noun and the subject is just ownership one. This noun possesses this subject. Look at the just the last sentence. I know the boy whose name is Tom. In this case, the boy possesses the name. So the boy's name is Tom, like this. So the relationship between this noun and the subject is just ownership one. This noun possesses this subject. You know what I mean? Okay. And you can make just two sentences into one sentence using relative pronoun. Let me show you. Look at these two sentences. What do they have in common? The girl, her, they are the same person. So you should get rid of just this pronoun in order to use relative pronoun. So you can make these two sentences into one sentence using a relative pronoun, getting rid of this pronoun. Look at this. Then, as you can see, we have human as a noun, and we don't have any object. I is a subject, love is a verb. There's no object. Then human, no object. Human, no object. As you can see, human, no object. Then we should have whom. So correct answer is whom. Or you can say that. That is okay as well. So correct answer is this is the girl whom I love, or you can say this is the girl that I love. Like this, you can make two sentences into one sentence using a relative pronoun. You know what I mean? Okay. Then before finishing the class, let me ask you one more thing. Do you know what country is next to USA? What country is next to USA? The answer is USB. Bye-bye.